At the beginning of the story, we see two buses traveling on the road, filled with many female students who are on their way to class. Among them is a girl named Aiko, who looks very sweet. She is writing something in her notebook when her friends start teasing her, asking why she is always writing and what she will gain from taking notes. They point out that everyone else is enjoying themselves, and she should too. One of her friends snatches her notebook, causing her pen to fall. As Aiko bends down to pick up her pen, something suddenly appears at high speed and slices through both buses and the girls inside, cutting them in half. Aiko, who was bent down to pick up her pen, is the only one who survives. Shocked and terrified, she quickly gets off the bus and starts running. Here, we learn that the force responsible for cutting everything was nothing but the wind itself. Now, this mysterious wind starts chasing Aiko. She runs and sees 4 other girls ahead, warning them to duck, but it is too late, the wind slices through them as well. However, Aiko manages to save one of them. As they continue running, they come across a group of girls riding bicycles. Aiko tries to warn them, but the wind attacks them too. The girl she had just saved is also killed. Horrified, Aiko keeps running and eventually reaches a river, where she is shocked to see numerous dead bodies floating in the water, all victims of the wind. She takes clothes from one of the dead bodies and changes. In the next scene, Aiko arrives at a school filled with female students. Their uniforms are different from hers, making her realize she does not belong there. A girl approaches her and asks how she is doing. It turns out this girl is Aiko's best friend. However, Aiko, still in shock, asks if she is really her best friend because nothing makes sense to her. She is in deep distress. We also learn that Aiko and her best friend share a strong bond. Suddenly, a gust of wind blows, and Aiko runs inside the building in fear. Her best friend is confused and asks why she is trembling and so scared. Aiko then explains everything, the deadly wind that sliced through her classmates. Her friend takes her to a window, places her hand outside, and tells her, "Look, it's just the wind, nothing else." This calms Aiko, making her wonder if everything was just a dream. Her best friend gathers 2 more friends, and they decide to lock the classroom. As they try to leave, their teacher arrives and spots them. The 4 girls run away and eventually reach a lake. There, Aiko's best friend shares her theory, that this might be a parallel world, where things happen in reverse. To demonstrate, one of the girls throws a stone into the lake and says, "See, I threw this stone, but in the other world, maybe I didn't." Suddenly, a crocodile emerges from the lake and devours one of the girls. The surviving friend insists, "I told you. What happens here doesn't happen in the other world." Nearby, they find a bed and start playing with its pillows when they notice 2 girls watching them from a distance, one of them dressed as a bride. These 2 girls had married each other. One of the friends suggests that they need to do something impossible in this world to change their fate because their destiny is already written, but they have the power to alter it. They return to school and attend the next lecture. Aiko finds a pillow on the floor, and just as she bends down to pick it up, their teacher starts firing a gun at the entire class. When Aiko lifts her head, she realizes that all her classmates are dead. Once again, she survives, just like before. The teacher approaches her and accuses her of attempting to lock the classroom, telling her she is destined to die. Before she can attack Aiko, 2 girls arrive and try to save her, but another teacher appears and kills them. Aiko, along with the remaining students, runs outside, but the teachers continue firing at them. When they finally reach the open area, the wind returns and slices through them. Once again, Aiko is left alone. She runs through a crowded area and reaches a police station, where she explains everything. The female police officer listening to her says, "But you're not even wearing school clothes." When the officer shows her a mirror, Aiko is shocked to see that she has changed completely. People around her are calling her by a different name, and she learns that she is about to get married. The police officer takes her to the wedding venue, where people congratulate her. As she reaches the church, she sees her best friend there. Aiko asks her what is happening, but her friend tells her to stay quiet and follow her instructions because they are under someone's control. Aiko wears the wedding dress and moves forward for the ceremony. The girls around her start mocking her, and her best friend begins killing them one by one. As Aiko reaches the altar, she sees a coffin instead of a groom. When the coffin is opened, a giant pig emerges. Horrified, she attacks it with a broken bottle. Aiko and her best friend escape from the church, but 2 girls try to stop them at the exit. Her best friend kills them, and they continue running in different directions. Aiko eventually reaches another mirror and sees that she has transformed again. She finds herself in the middle of a race, where other girls tell her that she is an excellent racer and should start running. As she begins running, she feels an immense surge of energy. She pushes herself to win the race and, along the way, sees the spirits of her dead friends from school. Her best friend also joins her, and they notice that the same pig and the women from the church are chasing them. Some girls yell at Aiko to escape from this world. Running through the darkness, she encounters students in uniform who claim they are all dead and that they will kill her too. Before they can, Aiko's best friend arrives and saves her. She tells Aiko to shout her own name, which Aiko does. As she does this, she returns to her real form. Her best friend shows her a wire attached to her hand and begs Aiko to pull it so she can escape this world. Aiko is afraid that pulling the wire might kill her, and since she loves her best friend deeply, she hesitates. But after much pleading, she finally pulls the wire, causing her best friend's body to split in half. Just then, a door appears. Aiko steps through and finds herself in the real world of men. She sees posters of herself, which some men are looking at. One of them approaches her and tells her that she is now in the future. Hearing this, Aiko faints. When she regains consciousness, she sees an old man playing a game. To her horror, the game features her as a character. The old man tells her that he created this game and controls everyone in it. He reveals that Aiko had died long ago, but he used her DNA to recreate her. Realizing that this world is just a game, Aiko remembers her best friend's advice: do something impossible in this world, and you will escape. With this thought, she suddenly strangles the old man, yelling, "Stop playing with us." Then, she picks up his cane and stabs herself, changing her destiny completely. As she dies in the game, we see that her real self is still alive in the real world. Other versions of her also begin to eliminate themselves, ensuring that they are no longer part of the game. In the final scene, we see Aiko lying in a snowy place, back in her real world. And with this, the mind-bending story comes to an end. To see more such movie explanations, don't forget to comment next. Thanks for watching.